spooky Redditpasta, Remnants of War, by username Black-Pilled Feminist. Long after the war, all that was left were the nightmares to prove it had occurred. They haunted me as I slept. I was now afraid of loud noises, sudden movements, and weirdly, pickles. The last one had come about when I encountered a man who had jars of pickled eyes he took as trinkets from his victims. I began seeing a psychiatrist, Dr. Hansen, who suggested a dream journal to jot down every little detail of the dreams I could remember once I was awake. Every morning I would wake up, write down the most I can remember like clockwork. 2 months in, the doctor suggested hypnosis. He believed that my subconscious mind needed a resolution. I felt as my body sank into the cushions, lower and lower. I sank deep into a lake. I was being pulled to the bottom. I saw faceless bodies chasing after floating eyes, like children chasing kites. "Davis, what do you see?" Dr. Hansen's voice asked. I told him what I witnessed. "Did you recognize any of the people?" I nodded. Most of them were people I had murdered during the war. 3 months in, I had some semblance of normalcy back into my life, which meant instead of waking up from the nightmares screaming, I slept through most of it thanks to the Ambien. Any strange dreams? Just 1 or 2 nightmares, that's it. What about? Did it matter? I was always going to be haunted by the war. I see myself dying. 5 months in, I had filled my second dream journal. My sessions were reduced to 2 times a week. I joined the group therapy on Thursday evenings. That's where I met Irene. 3 dates in, the reoccurring nightmares dissipated, slowly being replaced by images of her instead. Dr. Hansen looked through the journal. "Who is Irene? We are dating." He looked at me intensely. "Oh, that's good." In that session alone, I participated more than in my previous sessions combined. That evening, the weatherman had predicted thunderstorms. I invited Irene for dinner. Later, we played cards as we waited for the storm to die down. "I could sleep over if you don't mind," Irene suggested. I offered the bed, settled for the couch, and dreamed that Irene had tied me up in a dark basement where I would starve to death. We had breakfast that morning. She then asked, "Were you a soldier in the war?" No doubt she spent the better part of the night reading my journal. "Yeah, I was in the medical unit before I joined the field team." Irene then left group therapy, moved away and changed her contacts. In the following weeks, my nightmares increased. The doctor doubled the antipsychotics, which in turn resulted in hallucinations. I filled up 3 journals in the course of a month, mostly with doodles of Irene's face, with the exception of her gorgeous eyes.